This may be the best match of the tournament thus far. Only 1-1, but
all right, we are live again, and it was Groundhog Day again. All right, so what we got? We got Carter Starachi's in the finals again.
Yep, and then McAnally and Kikaisen have a really tough one. Okay. Oh my God.
Oh boy.
McAnally's about to take Kikaisen down in overtime. This is like one of those where it's hard for me to root for either guy.
Oh man.
Oh my God!
He got that.
Kikaisen.
McAnally.
Woo!
Oh, shit, this McAnally.
That was awesome.
Doc Schwab.
Oh, McAnally, dude,
man.
that's gotta suck, man.
It's gotta suck, but and he's hanging his head now, but he doesn't.
God.
Hopefully, he goes home feeling okay about himself, because.
Dude, that kid's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, he is. Oh God. Look at Michael Kemmer. I'm not even gonna be secret about it. It's my least favorite wrestler of all time. Anyways, Parker Kikaisen.
And I don't know that he scored, but I'm jealous.
Yeah, that was the dude. That takes balls.
That
takes balls, man.
Wow,
Man.
Look at this here.
Oh, dude, McAnally's getting a problem.
He's just a freshman?
Yeah. How? Oh my God, that was so close.
There. Oh, no, he missed the ankle. He missed the ankle, no score. And looking to wrestle back into the foot. In. Fighting hands.
The worst part about switching back and forth.
Oh my God, what a scramble, man.
I know, that's crazy. I thought when they're almost out of bounds, I thought that Kikaisen was.
Dude, Kikaisen might pull it off this year, man. Against Starachi. He, you know.
All right, let's go to Quinn with Parker Kikaisen. What was your reaction?
He might get it done this year.
Basically, the standing ovation this entire place just gave.
Which he's already a national champ.
I got buddies at Minnesota.
That's going to be a hell of a match.
He's a good dude. Good wrestler. He made me push my limits. I can pull it off. Man,
He's always pretty respectful for his opponents.
Yeah, I heard he's really cool, man.
Parker Kikaisen.
Yeah.
He's given some of my posts about you and I guys and him and Wisconsin guys. He's giving those love. I always like it when people like that, tune in.
Yeah, he's good.
Doesn't get easier tomorrow night.
Yeah, he's good.
Put that in perspective. Like what fans out there, wrestling fans know.
I'm blessed. I don't know. I'm blessed. So
Enjoy it. Congratulations. Well, we all
sometimes those interviews after matches are just like
the match of the night.
Like you're not going to really get much out of this guy because like it's the most exhausting sport. You're trying to interview a guy when he has literally no breath. Like, yeah, good luck.
World class at 184. Parker Kikaisen, the reigning national champion.
All right, we got Josh Barr.
A winner with bonus points.
AJ Ferrari's coming up.
And although AJ Ferrari did not get bonus in his
He's wearing that MFT merch.
Nobody else does here in this bracket, and that's a national title. Stephen Buchanan, though, making history of his own. The first
Jordan Chapman is that. Kikaisen, baby. How do you say his name? Kikaisen or Kikaisen? I always just say Kikaisen.
Kikaisen. That's how I say it. Who we got at 97?
Wow. I didn't realize. Mike Mack says, yeah, he's a freshman, and he took Kikaisen to beat that. Yeah, he did.
A real meal
That's crazy.
deserves a real dessert.
Who we got at 97?
Who
we picked?
AJ versus Stephen Buchanan, and who's on the other?
Fries, a drink, and you get an honest to goodness full meal.
I think. Oh yeah. AJ's got Buchanan, and then Cardenas versus Barr. I think we're gonna see Cardenas
And AJ?
Ferrari matchup. Yeah, I think we're gonna see a Ferrari Cardenas. Like it's gonna be an Italian matchup in the finals there.
AJ is just on point.
He's insane. He's looking insanely tough on top right now.
He's already insanely tough on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's another dude you can't score. That's impossible to score on.
Bro, it's so hard.
Yeah, what is your experience of
Going live with that dude?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, man. He has like a different, like he like his like stance. He switches it up. It's unorthodox. You know what I'm saying? But there's a method to it. that, you know, it's really hard to kind of scout. But I mean,
My CIDP can be treated with one.
like I've had some hard goes with him where, like, you know, I was giving up like 20, 30 pounds, but like pretty much the entire time it was like I was just fighting for my life. You know what I'm saying? He's just you know, like if he gets his hands locked up on that leg, like you're pretty much getting finished on every single time, unless it goes out of bounds. Like, so you just cannot let the dude get your legs. That's just like what it comes down to. Like, and good luck, because he's freaking fast as hell, man. Like, so, yes, and he's big, you know. So I mean, yeah, it's hard to coach against him. But yeah, I would say I've never seen anybody that can like go from fully extended on a shot right here, like AJ, and the dude has like a 90% finish rate there, like where he can just pull that thing in, like, dude.
Well,
you know how strong you have to be to do that.
Well, his flexibility helps him to where they can be in a shot like that. He can just
right. And you know, the way he works out, you know, he works on his mobility stuff, and like, so he's strong as hell even right here, like when he's fully extended, because he works on that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not gonna expose too many of his, like, you know, methods, because, you know, I'm good friends with the guy. But I'll say this, like, dude, he is strong in every single position because he works on it. Like, he's
highly prioritized. Sorry,
Scrog Dog
I mean,
jeopardized the life.
Yeah, that was my cat, Scrog Dog. It's
Doesn't come with an odor sample.
one of the most important living things in my entire life. One of the things I'm closest to in this world.
Or get into a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Don't necessarily like it when he steps on my laptop.
Where it's a front row seat to the city.
At inopportune times.
Maybe even a third.
Like, oh, let me just lay my fat belly on this keyboard.
Actually, I spend so much time with Scrog Dog.
Yeah. Get 10% below MSRP for an average of $5,600.
Right, but then like he's my brother, man. He's like taking me. Yeah. That's my roommate, Scrog Dog. Oh yeah, where's Scrog Dog? He's on your lap.
Oh shit.
I always told my daughters. That, like, if I say I had a date, or say I said I had a date, I didn't really. I'm just trying to mess with my daughters. Anyways, they want me to start dating somebody so bad, right? And you know, sometimes I just make up having a date just to get them, you know, get them excited about it.
Yep.
Because when they ask about it, they're like, "So what did he talk about?" I'm like, "Oh, I spent the entire time about, you know, my Scrog Dog." They're like, "No, you blew it."
Ferrari's brother is a good.
It's fun. It's funny.
Are you talking about Angelo, Mike?
Mike McAfee. Ferrari's brother is good too. Surprise Brands didn't send him to the tournament.
Well, yeah, you would be talking about Angelo. Brands. Yeah, man, Angelo.
Worked out with him last
that's
year,
another
right?
dude. Dude, him and McAnally, man. I can't wait to see that one next year. McAnally looks big at 84, so he might go up to 97.
He looked big by Cardenas.
Oh my goodness. Cardenas looks tough. Oh my god. Oh!
What happened there?
Man.
Was in on a single leg, man. I don't know how hard to finish that, but look at this.
Oh! Josh Vargas took down Cardenas. Wow, I thought Cardenas had that shot deep, man. Oh man.
Get his hand inside of
Who got one for stalling?
the shoulder blade.
AJ or Buchanan?
I didn't see.
Buchanan.
I was watching. Oh shit.
Oh, Ferrari for a split second almost had him on his hips.
Those two have wrestled phenomenal matches this
Yeah.
year. They split two during the regular season.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Brian, you weren't an Iowa Hawkeye at the same time that Buchanan was. It's not like you know him.
I'm really good friends with AJ, so it's just.
Sorry for not talking a lot right now. We are 2 minutes.
Sorry, like I might get kind of loud on this one.
In control because they're so good on top. All right, so now he's underneath the chin. Look at him. He's bringing that right hand to the shoulder and posting the elbow with the left hand.
Jordan Chapman's got Ferrari.
Over, top it.
Mike McAfee Bar versus AJ. That's looking to be a pretty good pick.
Spent a minute
so far.
Fighting out of the Turk position.
A lot can happen though. Still the first period.
The thing with AJ is he's just so freaking tough. like not only on his feet, but damn, dude, like I have not seen somebody just embarrass people on top like he has since freaking Kyle Bake. Like, dude, like I haven't seen any. Like he broke that guy at what was it, his conference in the finals.
Was it
The guy
Pac-12?
wanted like. Yes, it was the Pac-12. Like, maybe I'm reading into it, but it looked to me like that guy was just broke the instant that Ferrari was on top of him. And, it's his pressure on top has got to be just unrelenting.
It has depth here. These guys have been All-Americans.
So not like people don't really give him enough credit for his top game, man.
Confident, even after losing in the Big Ten championship finals, he knows that he can compete with the.
What's the worst you've ever been broke? Match or practice? In practice, this guy named Matt Kinsick from ISC West broke me real bad.
Probably when I was a Southern Scuffle my last match and I had a bang knee. I wrestled that kid that was gosh, what the hell was his name? You know what I'm talking about? He beat me like 15-1. It was he damn near tech me.
And those kids getting to experience that daily.
God damn, what was his name?
Oh, yeah. Fine Silver.
Yeah. That was one of those where
bow and arrow. I kept using a bow and arrow.
I'm not happy to admit it. You got me. Wasn't really happy with that one. I'll say this though: the most stupid anybody's ever made me look in a match was probably Trey Munoz.
Unfortunate is that was at your Carver.
That was my last match ever.
Your Carver debut.
Like, bro.
Felt like the wrestling.
I didn't get to.
Felt like the wrestling gods were playing a mean joke.
Yeah, like what the hell is that, man? Like I didn't get to, prove myself at all after that. Like dang, number 3 guy, you get your ass whooped in front of your own crowd.
Who really were pretty relentless on you. Who really lit into you after that one.
Oh man, yeah, I had it coming too. Cause, like I looked like shit. But I didn't get to earn it back either. That's probably the hardest thing about that one. But in practice, shit, man.
Third place. Started his career at Wyoming.
Probably my first couple months at Iowa when I was going against Patrick Kennedy and Marinelli and shit all the time. Like, it was just new for me. You know what I mean? Like, because these guys, they're doing this stuff every day. Like, and then I come in, I'm not used to those grinder goes. And I remember just like not feeling like I could do anything. You know what I mean? But you get better over time, and you learn to move in that kind of environment. It's the second period.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know, man. It'd be a toss. Like in practice, it'd be a toss up between like Marinelli and Kennedy, to be honest.
Now it looks like Ferrari cleared his hips a little bit.
Those guys, they bit me a couple times. Not literally.
Buchanan does a great job riding.
You need to get out before that riding time is secured.
Especially dealing with the difficulty of Ferrari's flexibility. You don't really see a lot of guys at 197 pounds that can do the splits.
4-1. He's better bar over Cardenas.
Ankle hook. He's sitting and
riding. He's got riding. He's got riding points.
This is going to be AJ's true test right here, man. If you can get past this one, then
Buchanan was a stud out of Wisconsin.
Yep.
Now Buchanan's been called for stalling already.
Has he? Mm-hmm. So AJ needs to get to his feet.
Tried to bump in and slide that right knee.
Get your feet.
As long as that arm is around the waist, he's still in control. This is a master class.
Yeah, so we got a minute and 6 riding time for Buchanan.
Whenever Ferrari gets to his base, he starts to build up to his feet.
Oh boy.
His right ankle.
I haven't seen him have that look on his face.
Yeah.
One of his foundational points. He's doing a good job here. 1 minute and 6 seconds of riding time.
Stay there.
Now Buchanan does have a stall.
Okay.
Matt return there by Buchanan.
What's going on here?
This TV just wants to do whatever it wants. It's like,
Oh, Ferrari turns back into
I do what I want.
Strength here.
Oh,
great job.
Okay, so Stephen Buchanan is looking awesome on top right now. Just about as tough as you can imagine.
Bar wise over here on our left side. Notice when they break from action, watch the 3-point stance.
Yep.
He knows
Buchanan's really well-rounded. He's a really well-rounded wrestler.
So when he's open in space, when he gets close and enters that bubble.
No.
That's one. That's one swipe.
Oh boy.
So Ferrari
Buchanan with a tough ride.
on a roll there, and the break
Gotta give him props.
from the Iowa corner. A worthwhile endeavor there to see if they can get anything else before.
All right, now it's time for AJ to dig deep.
I gotta be honest.
He's got 2 minutes of riding time, so it's locked.
That's
He's
right.
been working really hard to try to get up. He's not
Unless he rides in the whole period, third period, and then we're going to overtime.
I'm using
So
that to my advantage.
So he goes to a switch, and then he just covers him right there and works his way
No
up.
points, no
Why they
points.
challenge that?
One swipe. Ah, that might be 2 swipes.
No, there's
Now
not.
remember, we're watching a
But
little
that's in slow motion.
Right,
Yes.
that's right. We got to watch the referee's hands. I think that's the most important aspect.
All right, Ferrari's brother is good too. Surprised Brands didn't send her to the tournament. Oh, yeah, we're going on that. Mike McAfee, my daughter keeps telling me to go on dates. I go coach youth wrestling and then go to the gun range.
time was out.
You need to come up with some stories about how I met this wonderful woman at the gun range and you talk about all this dorky stuff. That'd be funny.
Really quick decision.
I always think it's funny. Practice we went to at Bethel Park and trained with Bonacorsi's dad. Oh man, that's that Nino Bonacorsi's from Pittsburgh. Good wrestler.
It was confirmed.
No near fall for Buchanan here.
2 minutes of riding time for
Just wasting the shit. Okay, dad's high school team in the mid-90s. We worked out for 3 hours, sweating it to make.
All right, we
Sounds
got it.
familiar. It's kind of how we used to do
Buchanan
it.
chooses down.
Like have natural over us. He's not going to take that right. Yeah, he has to ride him out. To get, well, he has to ride him for over a minute.
So Buchanan's in the lead right now with 2 minutes of riding time. We'll see what AJ does
There's no
here.
way you're trying to ride for 2 minutes, is there?
Oh,
They got locking hands.
Yep, that looked like a lock.
He locked his
held
hands.
on to that a little bit longer. Yep, locked in hands.
Gosh.
Now he's got to cut him. So lock hands on the.
All right,
There
AJ's
is
got to
no
dig deep.
reaction time. It was the second official that saw it. That's why
I don't think we've ever seen AJ in this position.
In case one can see it, and there's so much trust.
Well, the thing
The
is,
second official made the
I don't
call.
think he's being
The
out-wrestled
first
here.
official said, "Trust
No.
on second." That's locking hands. Locking hands. There is no reaction time when you're on the mat.
I mean, this could go either way, man.
Thrown from the Roadrunner corner.
I mean, in the first period,
Seconds into the third.
Buchanan was called for stalling immediately.
Down to the finish in the third
Even if
period
I
between two members of the Big
didn't-
Ten to get to the finals.
I don't know.
Cardenas has got to start a sprint.
If he's going against
What's the
anybody,
challenge? Locked
It
hands.
looks like Barr's got to stall the gig. Oh, no.
That's one right there.
All right, what's going on in Cardenas Bar?
Now that jinx. It's still 5.
Josh Barr's
Ooh, man,
Josh
stalling
Barr's
here.
up with 15 seconds left.
So effectively a 2-point match.
Yep.
Riding time locked in. So that'll make the score 5-3. Barr's
Oh, hands in the face.
defending stand down, and Cardenas has got to go.
Wow, man.
Where's the lock, JB? Where's the
Josh
lock?
Barr.
Can we look at it again?
So it's Josh
Wow.
Barr, the native of Davidson, Michigan, beating a Michigan man
Penn State, man.
to go to the finals. The third for the
insane.
Nittany Lions on the night.
Okay, so if I'm Ferrari here, I'm thinking
Now that's
I gotta wrestle, not lose. You know what I mean? Like I gotta get like freaking
You gotta wrestle to win.
Right.
Don't wrestle to not lose.
If he goes down,
Or what did I say?
You gotta wrestle to not lose. Or you got to wrestle to.
Yeah, but
Don't
I gotta
wrestle.
wrestle.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's got to wrestle to win, not to not lose.
here. So he's holding Buchanan's hand right here.
And if I'm Buchanan,
Oh, that wasn't locked
I'm
hands.
thinking the same thing.
I don't see a lock. I don't see a lock.
I never saw locked hands.
If they give a lock
I
hands
think
call here, that's
we're a little bit further into the sequence than we need to be. If we go
Right.
That's a
back
bunch of
a little
bull
bit,
hockey.
you see there was a mat return and a lift by AJ. And look at
you think you can ride him for a minute?
Yeah, maybe
You know-
we went a little bit.
I would let him up.
Where's
Get it
that
over
lock?
with.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So
There you
here,
go.
watch,
Okay,
watch.
yes. Yes.
Now watch the hand come back down to the mat.
They're gonna get
That
it
was
to
a
him.
locked hands.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, they gave it to
Let
him.
him. Yep.
So he's basically down 3-0
Still on
right
the
now.
mat.
Or no,
There is
2-0 right
reaction
now.
time.
Yeah.
The second official
Gonna be down
called
3-0
the
when he lets him up.
now a better angle. So
He has to ride him. He can't cut him out.
Does he?
but if you ride him, he's not going to get the
He's
riding
not.
time.
Yeah,
Well, he can
it would
take
just
the
get rid of the
riding
riding time, and
right,
then
because right now
Buchanan would win by
he's
1
down
point.
by 3 points.
You gotta let him go,
So even a takedown is going to force him
You
to
gotta let him go,
ride
AJ.
the rest of the period.
right?
It's a tough situation.
What do you do here,
so? I would make sure that the guy's got his escape before going for an attack.
He's down 3-0. He gets the takedown. Now he's forced to ride out
You
the
put it in the
period
officials.
to try to
Yeah.
go into overtime.
But
Mike says he needs to go neutral. I agree.
Time to work from his feet.
Yes, he does.
Dude, let him up.
Risking getting a stalling call because of the
Yeah,
method
you gotta
which
let him
he's using to ride. He's stand down the legs. Not really a dominant tie here.
It took 4 seconds on the
His coach is
count
yelling at him.
before advancing his position.
You know, we're wasting time here.
There's your cut.
All right, now takedown would
He
be.
does it with still 20 seconds over a minute.
This
for
is.
Buchanan
Oh
on the
man,
right
this is going
side.
to be interesting.
So the onus on AJ Ferrari. And we got some blood time.
In college, one of our assistant coaches, Tony Ursland, now the head coach at Purdue, he would always tell us, don't wait till 20 seconds left in the match to try to start your sprint. Yep, start it right away.
Jordan Burroughs just referenced Purdue head coach Tony Ursland as being one of his assistant coaches when he was in Nebraska. Tony Ursland was a two-time Iowa High School state champion for Humboldt High School in 1990 and 1991, I believe. Just,
Bakersfield doesn't have
some
a trainer.
Pin Doc's useless information for you.
NCAA
For those watching, if you guys like this stuff and want to see more of it, send Facebook stars my way. It will be split with whoever the guest is.
Do you guys think that the way in which Ferrari has won here, all of his matches by decision, is disadvantageous?
Also, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel because a lot of this stuff will be posted there.
They have, and I think by design,
Buchanan's
it's a
looking
dominant presence.
pretty good here.
Oh, look at the re-attack. That was beautiful.
There's going to be attack by Buchanan.
We went
Buchanan
splits.
needs to elevate the foot. Lift it off the mat, bring the right hand above the knee. Look at the flexibility and the strength. AJ Ferrari pops his head outside.
Buchanan needs to get up to his feet. Get up, stand up. Now he's looking how high he is on the leg, though, JB.
Oh my gosh.
Right
Oh no.
Nope, doesn't have it.
A stall call, though.
That'll be a stall call.
Longer than they did, given that point the last time.
That's right.
He caught his ankle longer this time.
Terry's getting real hyped.
That's Terry. I can never tell him apart.
Dude, I can tell them apart.
Ferrari has to go now.
I don't know what it is. They look the same to me, but I can tell them apart. That makes sense.
Yeah, he only shoots straight on. He doesn't have good lateral motion.
That was a tough one. All right, AJ, keep it together here.
Stephen Buchanan, the winner. And he's going to the finals for the first time.
You got to hand it to Buchanan, man. He
3 Hawks in the finals.
here,
They
man.
were saying, man, Iowa could have a finals for the
Tough as
first
nails,
time
man.
in 1990. And for the first time after the Big Tens and the way that they competed, we didn't know that it would happen. They put all 3 guys. They had in the semis into the finals.
Wow, man.
Drake Ayala, Michael Caliendo, and now Stephen Buchanan. 3 Hawkeyes into the finals tomorrow night.
And Buchanan is with Q.
Stephen, congratulations. That's an old adversary back from your Big 12 days.
Well, I think, you know,
But tonight was a little
we're seeing a
special.
lot of growth from AJ as far as, like, you know, how he handled that. You know, he, like, as opposed to, like, how he handled
so many times to
a
get
certain situation in the Soldier Salute last year.
And man,
You know,
I just have
I think it's good to see that he's handling that a little bit better. But,
great coaches.
you know, Buchanan's a handle man. I think he's going to win it.
He's been able to just allow me to wrestle.
I think Hawks will get one this year.
For his glory, not my own. It's not about the wins and losses. There's about 2 athletes out there giving it their all, showing the gifts and abilities that God given them. And whoever ends on top, ends on top. And I have all respect for AJ.
You use that word on top. That's where you won the match.
Oh, is that Justin?
Yeah. How did you hold him down so long?
Man, I got teammates, man. I got teammates back at home who were sharpening me day by day.
Man, he was getting back from vacation on a weekend.
Wrestle, I had Jacob Warner. I have his little brother, which is ironic. I have all these partners in the room that are sharpening me. Each day I have these coaches who
seems like a nice guy.
just tell me the
Yeah,
things
yeah.
to work on that make the biggest of difference.
Just sucks, you know, watching someone lose it.
And it ends tomorrow night. Congratulations. Way to go.
Thank you.
Well, it's included a lot of addresses for Stephen Buchanan. Grew up in Wisconsin. The journey began in Laramie, Wyoming, where he was an All-American a couple of times. Then to Norman, Oklahoma.
All right, we're going to have
And
Dale
now to Iowa
Stevenson.
City. He'll go up against Josh Barr. And it's Penn State and Iowa. Oh, the classics. at 197 pounds. Owen Trepin done killing time in Bethlehem. The Lehigh heavyweight wants a final spot. Greg Kirkley to Penn State won it all last year. Can he do it again? Well, there's some big fellas standing in his way. Wyatt Hendrickson left the Air Force Academy, went to Stillwater in pursuit of a #1 finish. And Gable Stevenson was gone for a couple of years to the WWE, trying to become an NFL defensive lineman. He left his shoes on the mat in 2022, but he is back for more.
I'm live.
Eczema isn't always obvious.
All right.
Eczema isn't
Thanks, guys,
always
for
wrong.
staying
But now,
patient with me. I've got to
always
post
going
stuff on
to
Penn
stop
Doctors while I simulcast this.
with
And when Brennan's not here to cover for me, he just sometimes we'll have a few moments where he just are staring at my face, not making any noise, which I apologize for that. So we got a heavyweight. We're going to go back and do 125 through 141 since we haven't seen it and I missed it. I think I'm going to do that one for just YouTube, though. So if you want to watch our commentary for 125 to 141, you're going to have to subscribe to us on YouTube.
Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine.
If you want to keep talking, Burns, I got to put something together on here real quick.
Skin that's still more clear.
So what's on your mind, Brian?
Yeah, 1 year.
Kirkley, Stevenson, Hendrickson.
Talk to your doctor about
Who's the other
eczema.
heavyweight?
I don't remember.
The huddle. It's a circle of trust.
Oh man, AJ.
Become big plays. Standing shoulder to shoulder.
Has he ever lost in college yet? Was that his first loss?
He lost. He lost not the tournament, but
a couple years back.
Yeah.
Like in the world.
Working together on your region's blueprint plan. Let's huddle up because in an SEC world, we're the SEC Bank.
How's everyone's March Madness brackets going?
Ooh, you gonna ask that here?
Yeah.
I'll go over mine. Yeah, I know. I'll go over mine here in a little bit. I just gotta post this on Buchanan real quick.
More lives and vlogs. Yeah.
All good.
ACE's new
I agree, Justin.
RX program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season.
I have one
When you want
March Madness bracket that's in like top 400,000.
and fewer bugs.
Not bad.
Now you can get a personal prescription delivered to you from the helpful folks at ACE. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed.
Gable versus Henderson finals.
From our store to your front door.
Yeah, I can see that, dude. Henderson is just, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's going to beat Stevenson, but he's looking like he's ready to, prove some people wrong, so maybe he'll pull it off. Yeah, Henderson, he's, really, really, really good on top.
I'm not waiting anymore. We gotta go. There's a buzz right now in this building. This is the UFL.
Turpin. I don't think I've ever heard of him.
Everything you could ever want in spring football.
UFL kickoff weekend presented by
UFL?
March 30th on ESPN.
How's that?
March Madness! Bring out the stars! Fire up! March Madness, first round. Continues
Go Big
to
Red
follow
from Columbus,
on
Georgia.
Lakers.
Cool. Hey, big thanks for
We're
tuning
kicking
in.
ass this year.
Oh yeah. Big thanks for tuning in from Georgia. That's awesome.
Charles Taylor's looking really tough.
Descriptions or accounts of the game without the NCAA consent is prohibited.
Let's get Scrub Dog in here. We got the heavyweights coming up. Scrub Dog not included. You'd probably be a heavyweight.
Taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. Coverage starts 8 Eastern on ABC Sports.
What do you think, Strong Dog?
ESPN Plus. Gable Stevenson, a couple years away. He has returned. He is perfect.
It's a nice kitty.
He opened his day here with a pin. Something I don't know that anybody has seen
He doesn't
before.
like me tickling his belly.
5 stall calls against Yaroslav Slavakovsky at Rutgers. He's an All-American. That was a disqualification. And then against
He
Coleman
rose
Schultz,
NC
a
State. He's
multi-time
undefeated
All-American.
this year. Oh, jeez.
20-5,
I've
your
not heard of him.
final. So it's Gable Stevenson, one of 4
Turpin.
here in the semifinals. As he faces Lehigh's Owen Trepin, that's on one side.
Trepin.
And Wyatt Hendrickson going up against
Damn, he's
last
number
year's
4.
champion Greg Kirkley from Penn State.
guess I'm out of the loop.
I watched Trepp in a couple matches, and I thought his knee pad always got turned around backwards, but that's how he wears it.
It kind of looks like a teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show on the back of this thing.
And how do you slow down Gable Stevenson? He's been extremely dominant throughout this entire match. Fall in the first
Stevenson
round.
might be the most dominant NCAA wrestler I've seen ever.
That he operates with.
You met him briefly, didn't you?
Kind of.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, so he came to visit Iowa one time a year or two back, and you know, he's just kind of hanging out and checking out the facility. I don't know what for, but I went to go to the locker room to check my weight, and I don't know, I saw him out of the corner of my eye. I was gonna check my weight, like, and the scale was right here, and I saw him like just kind of hanging out by the scale, and I wanted to make the dude laugh, and you know, I went on the scale and puffed out my gut and just like slapped it, you know. It's just like I made like a funny noise, like I don't remember what it was. I said I was like damn, like, you know, I'm getting fat or something, and I don't know, you gotta get laugh out of the dude, so. Just kind of wanted to gauge where, you know, like where his sense of humor was at.
Very, very impactful transfer by the Cowboys.
Yeah, he you know, I thought it was funny. Never met the dude. Like, that was my only interaction with the guy ever.
He can do everything too. DC, Wyatt Hendrickson told us earlier this year that his attitude has been instilled by David Taylor. I never want to ever have to wrestle Wyatt Hendrickson again when guys are done facing him. Well, and he looks like that.
Dude, Hendrickson's thighs are
He looks like
freaking
that.
ginormous.
Look at him attacking Kirkley. I mean, free by Hendrickson. He's just attacking Greg Kirkley.
He's so good.
You know what I'm noticing just doing that?
I think Hendrickson, he might be one of those guys that might,
He's not moving it back.
based on what I'm seeing,
he's hobbled.
I mean, some people might disagree between him and Panini.
Yes.
I think he's benefited the most from having David Taylor come in.
Just pay attention to how he moves.
He just looks dominant.
He's got to be very careful here on the bottom.
Have Hendrickson and Stevenson ran into each other all this year? Does anybody know?
Yeah, he's looking at Paul Gable with the nice single leg there.
Give the scrub dog to Mike.
Beautiful single leg. Look how he's way down the foot, elevates, looks for the trip, runs it down.
That's great. How does someone that big move that fast? I have no
Hopefully
idea.
it looks like harder from last
He
year.
is so explosive.
Yeah, it kind of
You
does.
know, that's why people in the UFC and in the fight world are so excited
Scrub dog.
of the potential of Gable Stevenson to come and fight. He looks like a guy that could be a world champion in fighting if he decided to.
Scrub dog's not very snuggly today.
He is on
He's
his
jammer
feet.
shy.
Stevenson, 24 years old. He'll turn 25 at the end of May.
There's Stevenson.
Head coach Brandon
6-1 in the first.
graduated
62.
from Minnesota the year that Stevenson was born. But they have been heavyweight youth, trying to be the first Minnesota heavyweight to win 3 national championships. Cole Conrad, Tony Nelson, each with 2. That was a big point there for Kurt Lee at the very end of the period.
I gotta say, this is like the chillest cat all the time.
Yeah, he's walking not as he normally walks. Something's going on with that left knee.
Yeah,
He does not like me touching his belly.
That's right.
He's very self-conscious about that.
I just saw there when he was pulling up his sleeve. Underneath of the sleeve is a heavy tape wrap underneath of that knee. You know, it looks like he's been working hard to manage the pain at this point
and mask it because you couldn't tell all tournament.
Oh! Stevenson almost got put to his back.
Traffic calls that the milkshake when he stands behind and he does a chin back.
Gable got up and smiled at everybody.
He's like,
Hendrickson's putting on a big ride, man. Rock, we saw at the end of the Big 12 finals, Hendrickson against Colton Schultz.
Oh, look at the dunk to the barrel.
Oh my goodness.
Looked like he might have injured that right arm. It's
My God, Hendrickson's strong, man.
His progress.
Not at all.
Just launched him over his head.
7-2 Stevenson, 30 seconds into the second for the 2-time champion and Olympic gold medalist.
That's some brute strength.
3-2
Hey,
Hendrickson
Scrub Dog's not mid to
with a minute 27 of riding time.
That's fine, Scrub Dog.
He just likes to be on his own trajectory.
Yeah, like, I'll snuggle you if I feel like it.
Kind of, yeah.
So you're seeing that
Scrub Dog today.
is and he's presenting himself.
Scrub Dog's got the
Running
weakest
away,
meow ever.
staying in the center.
It's like the only thing I've got on. I can meow louder.
And Hendrickson wrestled only one time.
Scrog Dog is cuter than me, but I can definitely meow louder.
But if you look at Treffin, right, this 7-2 right now, he's wrestled a pretty good match.
Plug this in.
He's showing Gable enough defense that he's not just opening up on him.
That's right, and look at him. He's moving his feet as well. He's got some dynamic movement of his own. He knows that when Gable goes double arm snap, he's looking to run far.
Stevenson is insanely quick
of his
for
opponent's
his size,
body. So notice, as soon as the hand snap, he's immediately getting his feet out of the way. He's still able to get to it. And then kick out by Treffin. Treffin can move for a big man.
Yeah, he can.
What if Stevenson's going to do another Olympic run?
Wrestler in the field this year, one of 3 top 10 seeds for them.
You stop that,
On
Scrog
his
Dog.
3rd conference championship.
You stop it.
Anybody know?
Just roll him over.
Stevenson stands in the way, a 5 going to the 3rd, and Hendrickson by 1 after 2.
I don't want to make it light, but I mean, it's only 7-2.
Yeah, that's fair, Rock, because it's been bonus all 3 matches here.
And as we know, it's one sequence.
One sequence, especially with the new scoring, right? 3 points.
Stevenson just looks totally relaxed.
Don't take much to make up a 7-point difference. It's 1.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes.
I would always tell my kids that. I'm like, guys, they're giving.
That would be a great goal,
Another
man.
take off of Hendrickson. Oh, how about that sequence?
Wyatt Hendrickson looks awesome right now. He's up 7-2 against Kirkliet.
And look at him work to bump the arms out. Coming in.
Yeah, I bet he's just ungodly strong.
And just keep popping that arm forward. And then when you bring it back in, he catches the inside.
I mean, you launch a guy that's 285 pounds over something like that, like
This is the move
you got to be
barely
freaking strong.
used throughout the tournament to get his opponents off balance and usually find back points. He was coming over top to the shoulder blade of his opponent, almost looking like he was looking for a cross.
Now, Kirkliet was
turned it into a
God,
bundle.
he's a national champ last year, wasn't he?
For back points. We're looking
Yeah,
at
he might have been. Yeah, I think so.
synchronized between 2 mats, and who would have thought
What a
that
tough
Henderson would have
turnout.
a bigger lead?
Right.
God, that guy's fast, strong and fast.
Really in sync.
Well, the thing about Trevin is
He's benefited a lot off of.
I kind of wish that they would bring back. Oh, I'm sorry. I kind of wish they would bring the unlimited division back. Can you imagine these guys going up against like 500-pound dudes like Chris Taylor?
It'd just be like
I just want to see big dudes go get like. They brought it down to 285 for health reasons, but.
Wyatt Hendrickson.
Yeah, it'd just be a game of like who the hell can get the biggest.
All honesty, though, there's a lot of
Like,
big
I don't know.
people out there that would probably have a hard time making 285, even if they did.
Getting an 8-2 victory.
Yeah, it's possible.
Seeming like against Greg Kirkley.
I think it's ignorant that there's no weight between 197 and 285 when there's so many people in college age that fall right between there.
I wonder why that is.
Like Stephen Holloway would have been a great 215, 210.
Yeah, he would have been. I wonder why that is, man.
Captain America.
Like that's like damn near 100 pounds. You know, that's quite the jump.
Holy shit. Marcus Newstrom, if I'm not mistaken, this is a Fort Madison guy that gave Justin, our brother, his best match of his entire 3rd grade season. Or maybe it's 5th grade. I think 3rd grade. 3rd grade, he won his first AAU title. And he lost one time that year, and he got close another time, and that was against Marcus Newstrom. Took him in overtime. And I think that Newstrom quit for a few years and then went back in high school and is still pretty good. I don't know. He's from Fort Madison, Marcus. I said, Steven, where's that knee pad backwards to cheat? You can't tell me that takedown doesn't. You can't tell me it doesn't make it harder to get a takedown. I'll tell you what. I don't know if he does that or not, but I'll just say from a guy that used to wear tights under my singlet, that was the very reason I used to like wearing those, because you'd slide across the mat, it felt like. And it also felt like when people would shoot, their hands would slide on your legs. Not that I'm a big cheater pants, but I mean, they let you wear tights.
Can't tell me that doesn't make it hard.
I mean, I can see it. Topher, he did some D1 rankings for me earlier this year. This is another guy that gave Justin a good that same year in districts. I've read Stevenson is going to try for the 2028 Olympics, but that's 3 years away, and he's known for changing his mind. I want to see him do MMA. I do too. I want to see a lot of people do MMA. I want to see this guy do MMA.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to do MMA, but got to get some things figured out first financially. Close.
The Iowa finalist streak alive. A record year.
Whatever that happens, you know.
With 8 All-Americans.
I'm glad Marcus heard this. It says, I wrestled all years, but Justin did whip me quite a few times in kids club. Might have had 1 or 2 close matches. Man, like, I remember, the ones I remember with Justin and Newstrom were good matches. And it was like, we had another Fort Madison kid named Anthony Grogan that was able to give him somewhat decent matches. And this Marcus Newstrom took him. I don't want to say he took him into overtime once. Yeah, it's good wrestler. Marcus and I had the same ex-girlfriend in high school. I'll talk to him about that another time. She was crazy.
That's very cool. So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
I don't think he married her. So.
When you're caught
She was difficult.
pay requirements, or distracted by scheduling staff in multiple time zones, or thinking about the complexity of working in Monterey while based in Montreal, you're not doing
Give a big shout out to Mike McAfee. He's been tuning in. He's tuned in for all of these streams. For those of you just tuning in, we've split this up essentially into 3. I was fighting the equipment, and I got my room all dissected to make it work, and broke the most important thing I own, which is a microphone in the process. And, can't make $5 selling it at a gas station now, or at a garage sale now. Anyways, yeah, and McAfee's been in here the whole time. So big props to him.
What about Africa? Safari, hot air balloon, swim with elephants.
Man, usually there's a couple moments every round where I go crazy, but there hasn't really been. Closest would have been that Kaizen. The thing is,
that match was crazy.
But like, I legit feel like it's in my best interest to not only be unbiased as much as I can, but to literally try and
The only instance I will be biased is if I am good friends with somebody.
Asthma attack.
So I mean,
feels like an eternity.
Even in times like that, like I'm gonna try and keep it.
Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler.
Like I'm just gonna get my take.
Easy again.
You know,
the NCAA, driving change to do more for today's student athletes. The NCAA programs deliver $4 billion in scholarships.
So we got
every
Stevenson
year. Those
and
scholarships are now guaranteed. Health and well-being services are mandatory.
Man, have they wrestled?
Athletes get tutoring as well as
Have they wrestled yet?
coaching, because almost everyone is going pro.
It seems like everybody that watches knows more than we do.
NCAA, driving change to do more for today's
Well,
student
more than
athletes.
the old nasty pin doctor, anyways. I admit, D1 is one that I don't follow as much. I follow a lot of high school.
In case you didn't know, these young men are dripping.
I mean, they keep on turning down my credential requests.
Unmistakable.
Like,
They don't dream, they manifest.
I like to think of it as me turning them down.
They prefer urgency. Unapologetic
like,
about
what do you know
they
here,
are,
bro? What do you know here? It's like
They
a
don't
rat.
seek your guidance or mentorship.
So for much as I know you guys were doing watch party, or I just showed up earlier. Best matches of the semis: Mendez Bartlett, Parker Max, AJ Buchanan. I'd say Parker Max.
You to pass the baton.
Buchanan and AJ match. I want to see it again. Like,
the Toyota drivers are here.
I don't know. I just kind of didn't really feel like anybody out wrestled each other in that match. I don't know.
Buchanan and AJ?
Yeah, I mean, great wrestler won the match. Great wrestlers were wrestling in the match. Just like I felt like in the first period, AJ kind of chased him around. It seemed like, but we were kind of like watching another.
Yeah,
match.
they did a good job.
Did a great job writing.
Did it like Buchanan did a really good job game planning around like how to beat that guy, man.
Because there's not a very large margin of error.
No,
and he found it.
Behind them, the top 4 teams here in the standings, all with 3.
We love wrestling discussion more than JB and Daniel Cormier. And big shout to JB and DC because they've done a great job. I've learned so much stuff just from the random comments.
It hats off to Iowa, man, going 3 dudes in the
Dude, man,
After that Big Ten tournament, nobody was
Eric Jurgens did MMA for I think 5 fights and did this. Eric Jurgens did,
great matchups.
He did. I didn't know he did MMA. How did that go for him?
Good. I don't think he lost anyways in it. He just kind of got it. Just
stopped doing it.
Yeah, I think he was winning rather easily when I was following it.
I can see that dude having some hands. He's kind of long and lanky and like
tough.
Yeah,
that's what
he's shit, man.
Athletically inclined. Topher's a Maquoketa guy, and Jurgens was Maquoketa. And Brennan, you probably didn't meet Eric. Hell, he won his fourth title before we were born. You didn't meet him until he came down to the river with us.
Yeah, I got to fish with him. He's a very intense type of dude. You know, like I could tell he was from that like Iowa Dan Gable era, like where it was like no bullshit. You know what I mean? And it was interesting.
He's good for a guy like me to hang around because he's a very structured person that likes to be in control of things for the most part and likes to have a plan in place. And I would lose my head if it wasn't stuck up my ass all the time. So like, I need somebody. It's good for me to hang out with people like that make sure
keep you on track.
Right. Wait, heavyweight's already over, isn't it? Do we need to go back?
I remember so we're all having trouble like catching bait fish for bankroll fishing, and Jurgens. It was me, you, and Jurgens and Justin, and I was the first one to figure out, oh shit, the bait fish are up by the bank, you know. And then like as soon as I said that, like Jurgens starts like rearranging like his like rig or whatever on his pole, and like then he's like, really whipping him. Like I was just like, damn, like this guy is.
Well, at least he listens to you.
He listens, and he's intense as hell.
Like he doesn't listen to me because like. Like we were partners in the catfishing tournament, right?
Yeah.
And we couldn't find a catfish anywhere. It was like just a shitty catfishing day. You know, it was a tournament, so we had all day to do it. Me and him. And
we're like, where are these damn catfish?
Right. I'm like, well, the only place we haven't checked is the rocks. We need to go see if there's any fish biting by the rocks. And he's just like, I'm not going by the dang rocks. It's like, if that's your idea, then it's not working. He's like, well, it'll work on any other day other than when you say it. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I probably have that one coming because I'm just kind of along for the ride. And none of my ideas
whose boat were you on?
Eric's. It was a big, fancy boat. And we didn't catch any fish. Like, we caught one catfish that day. It was like 1 pound.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was just like, but like, the tournament got over in Port Madison.
I had some dingleberries that really ended up
we got back to Mom and Dad's house at 6, right?
Yeah.
There's still some light. I'm like, Eric, like we got skunk all day. We caught one catfish. We probably got last in the tournament. We need to go and see if they're biting over here. Because Mom and Dad live pretty close to the Mississippi. So we drove. So after fishing all day in a catfishing tournament, we drove to Mom and Dad's cabin.
Yeah.
But this time we took our boat, and I drove right to the rocks. And
first cat about it.
No.
First cast, you guys catch something big?
A catfish. And it wasn't that we caught something big. It was just that, holy cow, we caught a fish. You know? And it's like, the rocks! It was the rocks! And Jurgens looks at me and smiles. He's just like, it's because of the time of day. It's later now, and they're biting better now. I could talk about Jurgens he's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's like 100%. Like,
with True Green, we got
it's funny how opposite type people can get along too. Because personality-wise, we're not a whole lot alike.
You guys are like polar opposites, but like it kind of works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of like you and Adrian.
Yeah, that's true. Like I keep him grounded a little bit, and then he like amps me up where I might not be as amped as I should be. You know.
Topher. See, I used to know this dude is Chris Stolmukas. But Topher says that he was 5-0 in MMA, and I believe Augustana made him stop because he was coaching.
Oh, really?
Sounds right. I remember hearing that.
So you can't. Okay.
Wait, it's 285 over, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to since we missed it. We missed 3 weights at the beginning.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, all right. 25 and.
All right, we're gonna go back to 125 because we missed the first 3 weights. Like I literally don't even know what happened yet.
Oh wow!
So we're still.
Yeah, me neither.
I know that Drake made the finals. That's all I know.
Yeah, what happened?
It's not there yet. All right. Hope does spring eternal with the women tipping off, and we've got
all
the latest from today's action. And one giant question.
Oh, we're on
It appears that Cooper Flag is just fine.
There we go. Now, do I have to set up on this other TV?
Round
That game and many other games across the networks on
For the Michigan Wolverines, different singlet, same result for Jacob Cardenas as he tries to become an NCAA champ for the first time. But he will have to go through this, man. A former national champion in A.J. Ferrari for the Cal State Bakersfield Roadrunners is as consistent as he has always been.
All right.
And Captain
So,
America
we're
285,
caught up,
Wyatt
right?
Hendrickson, one of the most impactful transfers in recent
No spoilers.
memory. But if he's going to be a national champ, he's got to get through the bear. That is Gable Stevenson.
Yeah, we haven't watched it yet. So we're 125. We haven't watched 125 through 141 because we're struggling to like reconstruct my house. I'll put this podcast together.
Yeah, we had to like shit read it last second. We got the handy dandy pin box blanket.
Yeah, that's my comforter, guys. It's not flag. So you guys get your Pin Doctor's comforter at Redbubble.
First time at the NCAA tournament.
All right.
Seems like the rematches.
Very first time as All-American, phenomenal wrestler. He's gonna have a great night.
Buchanan impressive.
So Vince Robinson, the
Bar and
ACC champion.
yeah, I could totally see Buchanan pulling it off. Would not surprise me one bit.
He and Bar wrestled.
And you know, like, I hope he does because I'm an Iowa fan. So.
Always excellent. Oklahoma State, the first of 4 semifinalists. Troy Spratley, a first-time All-American against
West
Eddie
Coast is doing. I make sure I haven't messed up with
champion
the
of the ACC,
algorithm.
and a
Algorithm
two-time
controls my life.
All-American.
All right, we got.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, Spratley.
Whoever did not want to advertise tonight,
Tomorrow evening.
it would have been a good night. We're averaging about 50 likes every 5 minutes on these posts.
In the quarterfinals was the first #1 seed to lose and the first Nittany Lion to lose, period, here in the tournament.
The Seymour guy. What grade is he in? He's been impressive this whole tournament. Seymour.
Sheldon Seymour. He's the guy that beat off that Lily dog.
He's been real impressive. He's having a hell of a tournament.
The more he takes that knee away
Beat
from the body, they're going to call
the
potentially
Lily
dangerous.
dog guy.
Got to be careful. Yep, every time. But if you attack the knee, JP, you get to your feet and you're able to finish.
Yeah, I have no idea. So we got a 4 seed, an 8 seed with Seymour and Robinson, and then a 7 and a 3 seed with Spratley and Ventresca. What happened to the number 2 seed? Who was that? Oh, that was Matt Ramos. That was Matt Ramos. And he got beat up by Spratley.
This weight class has been kind of nuts.
I always loved 125.
This weight class has been kind of nuts the past couple of years.
Enjoying the moment, right? The moment of beating a guy in the regular season.
Dave Hoye. Dave, is it Hoye or Hoye? Anyways, it says, love the Mississippi River. Literally, probably my favorite thing in the world.
Give Caliendo a chance.
Yeah, you were talking about it earlier. He just looks phenomenal this tournament.
I love both of those guys. I can see it going either way, man.
I mean, Madison Brink has got the upper hand because he's
won every time.
Yeah, but it was like pretty handily. But I don't know. You never know what can happen at this tournament. I mean, Caliendo, he's a smart guy that knows how to make adjustments. He hasn't found the right adjustment yet in any of their other rematches, but I think this Madison Brink dude. And the Iowa connection there. He's a Wisconsin high school wrestler, I think, right?
Wisconsin, I believe.
But his dad wrestled for the Drake Bulldogs. College, yeah. John Nessenberg. 1991, 90?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh? So Nessenberg's got an Iowa connection. It's on ESPN2.
It was a close one for Robinson.
It's over with. So you might have to, unless you recorded it, you might not be able to watch it. Topher, you guys see the transfers out the last 2 days? Casey Swiderski, and Alex Facundo.
I did see that. Swiderski, where do you guys think he'll land? Personally, I think he's got kind of like an Iowa style already. I wouldn't be surprised if Tom and Terry try picking him up, but it'd be interesting to see where Swiderski lands, man.
Yeah, for those of you who are just tuning in, I think one person is Zent Stars. We got like $1.40 to split up right now, Brennan. If you want to see more of these things, which I expect when we get more guests on, this stuff.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that too.
But if you want to see more of these, we'll be more inclined to put them on if you guys send stars our way. And I'm not going to pocket them for myself. It'll be split evenly with me and the guests, whichever guests I have on.
Well, who's the one that gave stars?
Craig Carlson, Wapello girls wrestling coach.
Oh.
This is where Spradley is good. I've watched a few of his
Give him a shout out.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I were talking last
I don't know if this is official. In fact, it's not official. It's just kind of like, but there's a possibility that Wapello and Minneapolis girls wrestling will be combined next year. So my girls may be on Wapello, Minneapolis next year, which that team has a returning
people on top, baby.
Runner-up, Kennedy Helsher, and a returning sixth placer, Clara Ball. So kind of cool.
And look at him alternating directions.
And I had 3 girls. I never expected to have kids that were wrestling like that.
See there or fancy new program. Iowa could Topher. Iowa could pay for them? Question mark. But they are Michigan. They're from Michigan, so I could see there or fancy new program at Oklahoma State.
Well, I mean, they're
yeah.
Michigan's a border state.
Oklahoma State, I think, man, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with here soon. Like, with how hyped their coaching staff is going to be. I mean, they got endless pockets too. I mean, you best believe that. And it's the NIL era, so we'll see.
Even David Taylor's going to want to stay at Oklahoma State his entire career. What if he saw? What if he saw something
open up at Iowa, like after
he and
Tom retires?
He and Gilman took over.
I just don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff you can speculate with this sort of thing, but I have no idea how long the Rangers are going to do. It's none of my business. I don't even care. But it'd be cool to see how good this Bo Bassett kid can coach someday. Because I think just by
we got 2 in the finals.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not saying that anybody should be fired. Yeah, I didn't say that. I'm just saying I don't know what his situation is. Basically, what I'm saying, and not implying that it should be a certain way. But man, if it was 5-6 years from now, 6-7 years from now, man, Bo Bassett kid sure seems as if he'd be a good future coach. Just judging by how he speaks as a high school kid.
Well, and I mean, personally, I think this has been a very popular opinion. I think we need to bring in some people from
even for
other parts of either the world or America, so that we're not like just so, I don't know, we're not expanding like our style. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think the reason Oklahoma State is going to be dominant here in the near future is because they got David Taylor and they got Thomas Gilman, guys like that, that understand like all these different styles and stuff. And they're pulling in guys from Japan. That Ono kid, was it?
Yeah, somebody mentioned that above. I forgot that.
Like, they're pulling these guys in from around the world now. And I think Penn State just did the same thing recently. They have two guys that just enrolled from Japan, and dude, Japan's been looking crazy good. But no, I think, like when Tom and Terry's time is up, like they need to look into, I think Spencer will be an obvious running for that coaching position because of how freaking good he is.
Does he want to coach though?
I don't know. Like
Ono is enrolled at PSU now.
Oh no. Okay. So who's the Japanese guy that's going to Oklahoma State?
I don't remember.
I think he wrestled against Ayala, and they had to like write on these like marker.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they had to write on these marker boards and like, hey, do this.
Like, regardless of where these guys signed to compete for, I think it's a great thing for folk style wrestling.
Absolutely.
Like, since when have people from other countries like that taken an initiative to learn more about folk style?
And like very, very, very true. And
I love their athletes.
Dude, like this could be the thing that pushes it. Like, what if folk style gets pushed into like other countries and gets put into the Olympics at some point? You know what I'm saying? Like in like 20 years.
Exactly.
I'd love to see it. Like personally, I think folk style is more entertaining. That's
I like
a hot
folk
take.
style a lot better.
I think it's more entertaining. I think it's a less biased rule set. But man, freestyle's so much freaking fun, you know. So
Well,
I don't know, like.
Too hot here.
Yeah, I love how intense Gilman gets in the corner. Like that is the shit that I would freaking thrive on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to get like that.
Like,
and no matter what, like, was having that face that believes in you.
My God,
you can be down 14.
Pumps me up.
You can be down 14-0. You can look at that face in your corner that still thinks that you can kick their ass, and that can.
Yes, man. It's that like that belief. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think Taylor, you know, they got a good duo going on there, like where it's like Taylor's kind of like the he gets intense, but like he's like more methodical. But like, dude, every time I've seen Gilman in the corner, like he is on their ass, like he's intense, man. I freaking love that shit.
Can't really tell. He got around so quickly and reached to the other.
Imagine DeSanto and Gilman scrapping together.
That'd be awesome.
So watch, he gets there, gets
That'd be a good one.
My girls loved DeSanto and Marinelli as their coaches last week.
Really?
And Colby.
That's good.
They thought it was their funnest practice they'd ever been to.
Kobe Franklin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome.
They loved DeSanto and Alex.
They what was it they liked about him? Just like
They thought it was entertaining and they learned a lot and they thought that they were really nice.
Yeah, they're good dudes.
Good at explaining things.
Yeah, they're very, very, very passionate about the sport, and it rubs off on people.
I keep taking them there. So my girls are going to be Hawkeye Wrestling Academy girls.
Dude, yeah, man, like that girls Hawkeye team is looking freaking phenomenal too. So, you know, maybe they could be like the next big girls hockey. You know, well, when their time comes, like, they're gonna have a lot of big girls hockey coming out, but like they could be that level someday.
Shang Glenn says, I just saw the two Japanese wrestling partners that were training with DeSanto and Lee at Coral Ridge Mall this past weekend. Are they enrolled in Iowa as well?
So it's interesting you bring that up. I don't know, but when I was watching, I think it was Kakaisen's. Who was it? It was Caliendo. Caliendo's match. I did notice there was a couple of Japanese guys that were in the crowd bringing HWC. So I think I was probably making some moves on some of the badass Japanese wrestlers that we've been seeing coming through too. I mean, you know, you never know. Like some of these other schools are starting to do it, so they're probably wanting to pick. You know, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. You know, I hope that answers your question. Also throws attacks and counters in return. Does any, like, if anybody knows, if out of the 80 years that are watching, does anybody know like anything about those guys?
22 seconds left.
So I know I'm probably not the only one who saw it.
No way.
So it's overtime on the right.
Overtime with Spratley and Ventresca. And close one here with Seymour and Robinson.
You know, Virginia Tech has been slowly.
Oh, look at that! Oh, so close.
Virginia Tech.
It's a game of millimeters, man.
Virginia Tech's been kind of slowly creeping up in the ranks. They got that Caleb Henson kid that's really good. Vino Robinson.
Wow. The kid is fast, extremely fast. He held position as deep.
He's wearing the red tights too.
He stayed in solid position throughout the match. Was able to counter and get his only takedown and score and hold off Seymour for the 4-2 victory.
And 90 seconds for Spratley and Ventresca. Any score wins it here in this 2-minute sudden victory period.
Okay, Spratley and Ventresca.
Vincent Robinson on to the finals.
Shit, he wrestled Ayala. He's fast as hell. He could be good. I don't remember his name. I love seeing that to Taylor's Team Kale. Love Gilman, or LOL Gilman is the team brand. As far as coaching right now, they're gonna be good down there. Are you a Hawkeye fan? I take it.
He's got to watch here.
Watching
Spratley
and
it's tough to
Ventresca.
watch. I know what you mean.
I mean, some simple mistakes that Ventresca's making that is costing him so many opportunities to score here. How many
finalists has Penn State have? This has actually been kind of
They had a couple like they were upsets.
Yeah,
they had a back and forth final round.
Yeah, a few upsets. I know Strachey and that's the branch.
He wasn't able to ride the whole time. Petrushka's been
not all they have, is it?
Every time.
And Petrushka doing a great job of getting to the collar tie, pressure. He feels the pressure return right to his weak second.
Yeah,
Spratley and Petrushka, 2-2, overtime.
Before the match, he's been on the leg 4 or 5 times in this match.
Obviously, this match ends.
But if he doesn't win this match, JB, these are the ones that burn you, man. Having that many opportunities and not getting one score.
Dude, shoot.
And for Spratley, it's almost like he's trying to steal it. Spratley hasn't done enough to win this match.
I'll say this: these Oklahoma State guys, they have a different style than they used to.
Okay, Oklahoma State has three in finals, doesn't bring Strachey. Far, yeah. Just far, yeah.
That's where the guy has all this ability, right? You can't try to steal matches. You can't make a deal with yourself. One takedown's going to be enough. You got to continue to put points on the board if you want to win.
Something I'm noticing a lot this year is a lot of these, and well, this happens every year, but like a lot of these guys are wrestling to not lose.
Yeah.
They're not like they're not just letting loose and just freaking going after it. Like they're just like getting their escape point or whatever and hanging on to that late, like, you know. From like a fan's perspective, it can be kind of frustrating to watch. Oh, okay, now we're going at it.
Let's see if he can be effective.
Looks like Spratley's going to reverse him.
There it is.
Or, okay, no, it was a takedown. Okay.
Wow.
The first time he shot JB scored. That's a big takedown for Spratley.
That was a takedown. Where's his point?
Was it only a reversal?
Go down. You don't have to do anything. He's got to cut you, and he's got to take you down and ride you.
That's right.
That was a takedown?
And you see, look at him point down, confident.
You go down.
He doesn't have to do a whole lot. You'll likely see Petrushka cut him right away.
I think we got the scoreboard mixed up. Watching 125, Spratley and Petrushka, Virginia Tech versus Oklahoma State. Overtime match.
He's getting on top to ride, JB. He's getting on top to ride. Oh, he's cutting. Okay, optional start.
He's got to get his hands off completely for the escape.
6-3 now. 6-3 now.
Oh, wow.
Spratley.
Spratley of Oklahoma State in the orange, in the lead, 6-3.
I gotta say, I love the color orange.
Here's Spratley. Take the stall, get the victory. I mean, he is fleeing.
Why do they have a V in the back of that Oklahoma State single?
He's going to hit him for one.
I don't know.
But that's okay if you're Spratley.
It's like making it hard to know who the BT guy is.
Into the finals.
Wow, Spratley. I posted something on him earlier this year when he beat Ramos. So that's David Taylor's first ever national finalist.
Think about that though. Spratley took one shot.
Damn.
Petrushka took 4 or 5 and couldn't finish. Spratley took one, finished it, and now he's going to the NCAA final.
And that's the difference. You have to be
shout out to that dude.
Your finishes. It's not just about getting
beat the number 2 and the number 3.
Spratley becoming the first.
All right, 133 coming up.
New head coach.
Do we already react to this?
He's excited about that. It's exciting.
I got 2 more ways.
He won his own title. He's got his first final.
2 more matches.
Spratley.
Well, no, I know. I'm just saying, like, we were watching these.
Congratulations, way to go.
I know. I have no idea.
You don't know what happened here?
No.
Okay.
Dude, you see you can see how frazzled I was trying to figure this shit out.
Like, yeah.
I got something for tomorrow night. You made a big point to Coach Gilman and Coach Taylor watching that from the.
All right, for those of you tuning in, I'm going to do my obligatory. Please, if you want to see more of these,
and come on, here's the easy part.
You'll be more likely to see those in the future if you provide Facebook stars. You can get the link for those in the comments. If you donate Facebook stars to the Pin Doctors for these live streams, I will split it with the guests. So that should be a good way that I can get good guests here, right? It seems so, Brennan.
I would think so.
The star is worth, I think, a penny per star. So I've made $1.40 for this stream today. So 70 cents after I split with Brennan.
Illinois' first number 1 seed since 2018.
All right, so we're getting up to 133. I know that Drake Ayala, I know that he won. Other than that, I have no idea what's going on. We were setting stuff up, and I was totally tuned out. I have no idea who's in the finals at 33 and 141. So no spoilers. Well, looks like this TV behind us is way behind.
Please bring me good juju.
You need good juju? Juju Watkins. Check this out.
Wow, that is good, but I just wanted to make sure my car has coverage.
Oh, you don't need me. You need, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
The State Farm agent can help you choose the right coverage at a price that's right for you.
So who's up for some one-on-one?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Eczema isn't always obvious.
Eczema isn't always red.
But now, eczema isn't always going to stop you.
With every.
Oh, wait. This is not live, so I can fast forward. All right, 133.
Center in Philadelphia, the host of the NCAA
Allen Bird,
Championships, first time here since 2011.
Hey, Bird won.
Redshirt senior Lucas Bird at 133 pounds, the Cincinnati native, a huge.
Hey, Brock Anderson's spoiling it for me.
Yeah, Lucas Bird's been one of those guys that's been.
After you spoiled it first. Yeah, you guys both spoiled it. No, don't spoil it for me. Ayla versus Bird. Ayla versus like two people spoil it right away.
Earlier this year, for about 5 to 10 minutes, I was like, man, this kid can really wrestle. He finds himself in the semifinal, and he's looking
That
to do something special.
picture right there, Algona High School in Iowa. I don't know how to say it. Tom Lee. Anyways, he drew a picture of me and my brothers wrestling. Yeah, you got the other ones right over here. Yeah, there were a couple of them. The one of me is on top of the. It was on my wall, and there's a couple of Brennan and Justin and Shay. Pretty cool though. Get it with a pencil.
You make any mistakes, man. This dude's got some slick attacks.
All right, 133. We know who wins this.
9 years old. Used to wrestle some of my kids in my club.
Drake Ayala beats Fugit from Wisconsin, and Bird beats Romney from.
Here's one of
Today.
Shay.
Look at Fugit get to the fast five right away. He's in on
Well,
the crackdown position.
Can't really see it.
Look at him fishing for elbow. Look at the head.
Yep, go get the head.
That's like. That's that picture, the actual picture of Justin doing that. It was his junior year, first round.
Yeah, everybody was saying that he was going to beat him.
No, they weren't saying that.
It was like they were predicting an upset, right?
No. The kid he beat won state the next year. His name's Dallas Cooper from Osage. But he then he beat Faye in the quarters. He beat 3 state champs on the way to the finals the year he won it.
Well, the momentum belongs to the man who's willing to wrestle hardest in the next position. I like what Ayala did there. He got close to the edge. What could have originally looked like fleeing. He started to work himself back into the center.
Anyways.
He found himself with no takedown, 0-0 first period.
Being around Lucas Bird, Jordan, I had him in my academy earlier this year. He's so strong.
Brooke Anderson, if you're still listening, what weight do you think Drew's going to go next year? Her son Drew Anderson was the runner-up at 1A 132 in Iowa this year. The kid looks solid as hell for like in the semis. 1A 132. Her son's name is Drew Anderson.
What weight do you think Drew's going to go?
Her son Drew. Oh, he was 132 this year.
You know, we're talking about that, right? How
Oakland Riverside.
These guys show over the course of the season.
Tough kid. He wrestled lights out that semifinals match. Holy cow. There's the kid from Cascade named Brock Morris that's really good himself. All right, we got Lucas. What's Romney's first CP.
Beautiful.
That single like you were talking about, Jake.
Terrible. What's CP? What? CP.
Oh, Cal Poly.
Oh, duh. Okay.
From his feet.
You guys wrestled Poly or Baptist last year in your duel?
Baptist.
Okay. And what's Fugit's first name?
If Iowa's Drake Ayala reaches the finals, it'll extend their string of having a finalist every year since 1990 when the Brands brothers were sophomores.
He's got plenty. She says, Brooke says, I don't know. He's huge right now, though.
They will have had one for the last
And he looked like he was about to pull out too.
Fourth in the team standings right now. 1, 2, 3.
I can see him coming in and being 145, 152 next year, and still being strong. He's not. It was like he gradually got stronger as the whole season went by this year. He was.
Jacob Van D is winning 7-0 off to the side.
Dude, This bench pitched me in the ass.
You serious?
Yeah.
DC, they have 4 in the semifinal, 5 in the blood round.
Look at that.
We saw earlier tonight.
Look at that.
Caleb Smith winning his and becoming an All-American.
All right. Well, make sure you give me a warning before you get up, so I
It was like I want
my ass doesn't get pinched again.
Well, I'll go get.
I got a couple red marks on my butt cheeks.
6 All-American.
Okay.
And JP, last team trophy. You were in school, 2009.
2009, that was my junior season. We put together some tremendous wrestling teams. You know what? Coach Manning does a lot with a little. If you look into our lineup, we only have a single transfer, and that's Caleb Smith.
Hey, keep leaving the room, Brennan.
I'm grabbing my other chair.
Escapes on both sides here.
All right, we got 5 people watching.
One.
Big thanks to you guys being troopers.
It's about scoring next. Right? Who scores the next point?
Who are we going to get on as a guest tomorrow? Hey, we're up for suggestions.
Who you guys want?
You guys want for guests tomorrow? Somebody that can drive to Minneapolis.
I mean, it is 10:40.
Oh, I know. I'm not. Plus, I'm using StreamYard. I swear, numbers are.
When Drake is in his 3-point stance. Watch him. He'll only collar tie from his feet. He won't grab. He'll just match his position. As soon as Drake goes to the 3-point stance, he'll stay home and match his 3-point position.
You know what I always find interesting about these matches is you got these great wrestlers, and
I'll tell you later.
it's 0-0, 1-0, and then you see them start to
Well,
wrestle.
if ever that thing is seen in a shot, it's like, why don't you guys donate? Like, well, I haven't thought of it.
Well, I didn't know that was a possibility.
Yeah, like, tell me where. I'm just, I don't know the point of hiding it now. Tell me where I can donate this wheelchair. I'll donate a wheelchair. See, I got 2 wheelchairs in my house because, dude, fix it.
It's fixed.
No, it's not. Look where I'm at.
Earned a 3-time All-American.
Dude.
Now the 1-0 lead. Big Ten champion. His only loss this year came against the Hawkeye on the right side of your screen, Drake Ayala.
And if you're fuming,
All right.
you're over the moon right now.
It looks good.
You got beat 21-6 by this guy the last time you wrestled. It's 1-0. In every
All right, no more messing with
situation,
this.
you're in a match.
You move over.
In every situation, he's been competitive.
And he's doing a great job. The last time they wrestled was 21-6 technical fall.
All right. Get it to where it was.
9 seconds
It looks
left.
good.
He's been the aggressor here. Looks like we got a
Dude, I don't like
They're
that.
out of bounds, though, look like.
All right.
Worth the
What was I talking about?
From the Iowa corner.
Something important.
We got 9 seconds left. Bird takes a 1-0 advantage into the third against Seth Romney.
What was I talking about?
NCAA Wrestling
Oh,
Championships continue tomorrow here in Philadelphia.
That's what I remember.
Catch the medal round at 11 Eastern on ESPNU and the ESPN app. For more information,
Well, you're talking about
the home for all 9
donating your
NCAA
wheelchairs.
championships.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I was getting on Brennan because he wanted to sit in this wheelchair I have in my house. The reason I have 2 wheelchairs in my house, and people are always asking me this, is because when I was married,
I didn't want to put your butt cheeks with this your bitch.
yeah. When I was married, my ex-wife's grandpa, who didn't have any legs, like his legs were cut off. He used to have legs, but his legs were cut off when I met him. Anyways, he lived with us for like a month or 2, and he had a couple of wheelchairs, and I had to like take care of him for a couple of months while I was working at USG, and this is before Pin Doctors had started. Anyways, those wheelchairs were from him, and every time somebody sees that we have a wheelchair,
Like, why the hell do you have that?
Like, how do you have that? Like, you need to get rid of it, like donate it. I'm like,
Where?
well, okay, like I will, like.
Really tight.
I'll need to buy some more chairs, I guess. That'll be kind of a pain, but.
And look how he sticks it in immediately right after his return. As soon as Robbins hits the mat, he's automatically sinking
Yeah.
tight.
I don't even know where, like, how you go about even doing something like that. Probably the hospital, I guess.
It didn't look like there
Go to the
was
hospital.
one control there.
It'd be like Bubbles with his shopping carts.
Yeah, I wasn't
Like,
paying attention to the replay there.
sometimes I make a little monkey. I fix those shopping carts, sell them to the stores. Yeah, just fix up some old wheelchairs and sell them back to the hospitals.
When Ayala slips his head, he momentarily gains control over Fugit, but we can't see.
Imagine that being your source of income. Just stealing old shopping carts from parking
Like
lots at
stealing
Walmart,
wheelchairs from
fixing them up, and then selling them back to the owner.
That's terrible.
They probably just give Bubbles money for that, just for out of sympathy. Man, a couple of barn burners here, 1-0, 1-0. I mean, I know who wins both matches because these spoiler pants were there.
You got to be pretty certain that you're going to change the call.
Pretty cool knowing that it was real close.
Watch Fugit's left foot.
So Ayala
Ooh,
slips.
Merkel!
Here.
Oh, okay, never mind. He missed his Merkel.
They gave him a takedown.
They gave him the takedown. Yep, you can see him floating.
You missed the Merkel.
How dare you miss that Merkel?
And how about
like
this
cardinal
third
sin.
period ride here?
Look at that.
For Lucas Bird.
That's how you make your way to the NCAA finals. There's a moment. Everybody knows coming in here. There's going to be a moment where you have to kind of big dog it.
Lucas Bird looks tough, man.
You have to get away. You have to do something hard. Lucas Bird did something hard there.
I think Ayala gets it done, though.
That's where Jordan, now I see it. I see where Ayala has the advantage very clearly. He's better on top. Fugit's got to be very careful.
One more weight, guys. Before he went. Well, we're not done with 133 yet.
And now Fugit's in trouble. Look at him sink that high half. Deep left-handed tight waist. Fugit doing a great job.
Probably do need to get a different setup because can you imagine creating 3 people? If we have a guest tomorrow, can you imagine creating 3 people on this?
What we need is just some chairs. Like that we can like sit back on. Like I don't know if you guys can see this, but like we're on bench. Like we're on a bench right now. Sure, yeah. And this bench, when you sit on it, there's a crease in it, and it pinches Josh's ass cheeks.
Yeah, apparently yours isn't bad enough for a pinch. Either that or I'm just not getting up enough. Like, yeah, that's it, Brennan. Your ass isn't getting pinched just because I'm too lazy to get up off my bench. It's probably the combination of me being lazy and my ass being too bad. And yours not.
Well, I keep getting up to go take this.
But right here, Ayala just has to
Drake Ayala looks.
Not avoid space too much. Don't do anything stupid.
Not to take anything away from Bird, but probably
not
going to be catching him in this next one.
He wrestled against Richard Figueroa and lost.
Did we do PK's match?
That was a hell of a match.
Brooke says, do PK's match. It was a good one. Which one?
He wasn't in the semis. So.
Was it his quarterfinal match? Who did he get beat by?
He got beat by.
Ayala smart here. Look at him back himself to the edge.
Was it Meaty?
He'll always dig his back foot and trail leg to make sure he stays center. He's aware that if he gives up the push out, he's going to be giving up a stalling call. Drop it down to the ankle. It's just buying him some time. Wrestling really savvy here. Wrestling from his knees, but his left hand around.
How many finalists does Oklahoma State have?
We got Meaty and Hendrickson and Spratley. They got 3.
Closer than the first time they met, but Drake Ayala is on to the finals. He'll get his second chance. The Hawkeye will do it again.
Yes,
just win, baby. Long as you get it done. I would have
no, I don't think he was.
Every year since 1990.
He's at 74. It would have been Meaty, O'Toole. Who was the other thing?
Ohio State's first national champion since Kyle Snyder back in 2018. And the longest drought.
O'Toole had DeVos. And then Meaty had. He beat Haynes. It was Meaty, Haynes, O'Toole, DeVos.
You sure you're not thinking of PK's quarters?
Iowa State's Jacob Frost, his third bonus point win in as many matches in the quarters.
No,
needed extra time to win.
He lost. It was like a 2-point match in the quarters.
Win over the number 10 seed, CJ Capasto of Penn, a 5-0 decision. And Jesse Mendez really put up the points against Vance Bombar, 17 points in the quarters.
I wouldn't be surprised if Meaty pulls it off this year.
Absolute disruption at this weight class late in the season after a phenomenal Big Ten performance. Mendez and Bartlett in the finals last year. Bartlett within an inch, having the rear standing position of finishing the national championship. And then Mendez hits the amazing Granby roll, comes out on top. These guys find themselves in the semifinal, fighting just for a place in the final.
And there's plenty of history in both of these matches. Happel of Northern Iowa in the purple, 3-1 against Hardy on the right side. It's the 6th
that was a great match
between Bartlett and Mendez, and the Nittany Lion has the 3-2 advantage. Not surprising.
McAnally
in the same conference, and two powers in that league. They've seen each other.
McAnally and Angelo Ferrari. That's going to be a fun one to watch next year.
Guys in the division, both tremendous athletes.
Whichever Ferrari he gets, he looks huge at 84.
With Cale Happel, he's going to stay in like the phone booth and hand fight you to death. He does not do a penetration step. He kind of just reaches and gets in there, and once he grabs you, he's really strong. He will hand fight you
saw
to
these
death,
matches, right?
just like their
No.
coach
Yeah,
does
these.
well.
I got to tell you, man, this Hardy, for as tough as it was for him last year, after the split, being on Sports Center and everything else, the way that he fought back last year and the way that he has fought back this year, very admirable. And this kid is a stud, man. And not only is he winning matches, he's really dominating this tournament to this point.
Hardy beats.
That's right. He's
Happel
seen 3 bonus point victories leading to the semifinal. His tagline is "Wrestling is fun."
Hardy's gotten a lot
I
better.
believe it. I spent some time out in Lincoln this past year. Myself and one of my teammates, Joey McKenna. He was literally arguing over who got a chance to wrestle after practice. He wanted to drill that badly.
Oh, beautiful single. Hardy.
Scoring already for Hardy. That's what he's done all tournament, man. And if you make a mistake, this dude can slap on cradle.
Parker Kaizen, you and I. Yeah, we did that one. Yeah, they call this guy from Iowa named Patrick Kennedy. They call him PK. I guess I had,
Okay.
That was a good one. Holy cow.
Yeah, when I see PK, I think Patrick Kennedy.
And Mendez and Bartlett, a
Yeah,
lot of their
yeah.
matches come
Kick
down to
Eisens
one
is awesome.
takedown. We have seen these guys compete multiple times.
Yeah.
And every time it's very, very close matches.
He's got a couple exciting wins this year. He had that crazy roll through cradle on all that at their home duel. Like, broke the internet.
Right now in overtime against Caleb Fish.
And Mendez and Bartlett, after their third place match at the Big Ten tournament, you understood that this was going to be a really tightly contested match.
Yes.
Both guys know each other extremely well, are going to be hesitant to take the risk, knowing that the first wrestler to make a mistake in this match is likely going to be the one that gets his hand raised. Hardy is just a step ahead of Cale Happel in everything. He's finishing quick, and he's just moving there just a step. It's like he's in his mind.
Yeah, we know that one. We commented on that one. I don't know if it would have been this video. Did we do 174 on this last one? Yeah, probably. It might be at the beginning of this one or the end of last one. We were having technical stuff. So I'm pretty sure Brooke probably knows at this point that as long as I'm breathing, there will always be technical issues with me. You know, I could manage to somehow be a Neanderthal or like a caveman, and I still have some sort of technical issues. Like not being able to find an outlet or something.
These are the positions where Brock Hardy is really comfortable. Look at him continue to scoop. He's got the crotch lift, looking for leverage. Happel doing a good job of building up. Oh,
Happel's got to be careful here, man.
Threatening the cradle.
So Brock Hardy is beating Cale Happel 6-2. This Happel's he's got another year after this year, right?
Not sure.
You see what he did there? He had a single and went into seatbelt, and went up to seatbelt. Wise back down on the single leg here.
For those of you guys still hanging in there, which a lot of you probably are going to watch it tonight or tomorrow morning, I'm guessing. Let me know if you have any suggestions for people we can have as a guest. I mean, we want to have somebody on to watch the finals with us tomorrow. And we'll split the Facebook stars. Hopefully it'll be more than just the 440 that were sent tonight. It's a whopping $1.40. So Brennan and I made 70 cents a piece tonight. But it's not about that. It's about watching the semifinals. And it's about watching the NCAA tournament, right? It's not about making 70 cents. But it's just a good way to make sure that our equipment is funded, and it's just a good way to make sure that these streams continue.
Because of the scramble, he doesn't want to stop the position.
Correct, because if you stop that, it would have.
So I mean, regardless of how much stars are coming in, we're just going to keep doing this.
Wow, that's
like, it's just going to be
no, we're not.
No, but like it's just it's going to be something that we're going to be seeing a lot of in the near future.
Chad Cummings. I believe this is Dan, our head coach Dan Cummings. This is his nephew, I believe. Says, man, was this NN boy cheering for Buchanan?
He came out of the gates real quick here.
I mean, I don't know him. He seems like a nice guy, you know.
But like you said, JB,
And I like the fact that I thought he's from Minnesota. Is he from Minnesota or Wisconsin?
Buchanan?
I thought he was Wisconsin.
I don't know anything about that. I know.
We know AJ. We know AJ personally. We both like him, so
yeah, it's like it's kind of a conflicting one for me personally. Like, one, I'm an Iowa fan, but I'm also like really good friends with AJ, so it's like, oh well.
Takes him to the third, and it's 1-1 and a couple
What do you say?
Chad Cummings is Dan Cummings' brother's kid.
And Bartlett has done a good job in these recent matches being the guy that's more.
You know, Dan Cummings has a twin brother. I don't believe that's
oh
not
yeah,
Chad.
he does.
Yeah, that's not Chad's dad. I don't think.
Dude, I've seen him before. It was like a moment out of the Twilight Zone.
To be attacking early, because Bartlett is very, very good.
He was wearing a hat. And I remember seeing him. It was like the Twilight Zone theme song started playing.
Mendez does a good job of blowing his left.
Brooke brings up a good point. She says, "Can't you have someone go live with you while they're at home and they'll be on the screen like in the corner?" And yes, you can do that. And I can actually do this with this program right here. Actually, that I'm on StreamYard. I forgot about that because I wasn't planning on using StreamYard when I went live. I was planning on just going directly to Facebook, but I don't know if it'll be. It wasn't necessary tonight, so
eventually we're probably going to move to Twitch. I mean, is that?
Well, it's going to Twitch right now.
It's on Twitch right now.
Yeah, it's going to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Anyways, yeah, you can do that actually. In fact, if anybody wants to call in and shoot the shit with us for a little bit, do it. You send it in the next. Let us know in the comments in the next 2 or 3 minutes, and I'll send like a call your way and see if I can get this thing to work. All right. So if anybody wants to tune in and talk some wrestling for a few minutes, we do need to test this equipment out. So. Oh, okay. Chad Cummings says that his dad is Dan's twin. All right, so like Bill Cummings and Joe Cummings, I think is his brothers. They're Dan's older brother's kids. So Chad must be Dan's twin, twin's kid. I met Bill Cummings. Get this, dude. Bill Cummings has been my admin on Pin Doctors since I remember, week 1, week 2. He's the one that converted all of the IPTV VHS wrestling specials. He's the one that converted that, put it on YouTube for me, and gave me a little like a disc for every one of them.
Oh man.
Oh dude, he's been like a godsend. You know how I met him? I was at Lollapalooza in 2013 or 14. I went 10 years in a row. Lollapalooza is a music festival in Chicago. There's probably like 200,000 people there on a Saturday where I went. And I was standing in line by the porta potty because I was wearing a Minneapolis wrestling shirt. And this dude comes up to me. He's like, "Minneapolis wrestling?" I'm like, yeah, not to be confused with Minneapolis. And he's like, "Dude, my uncle's the head coach there." I'm like, "What? Like Dan Cummings?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm Bill Cummings." Like, wow. That's how I met him. And he ends up being like a godsend for me to Pin Doctors.
Yeah, I remember those. Was he? He was one of the ones that kind of helped, like, decide on the name, right?
No, that was me.
There was one other person.
No. Well, that was
I remember you mentioned
JJ Buttress.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, he was. I was out him. I was messing around with I don't remember what he was planning on helping with. When I first started this thing, I was going to have JJ help with something. I can't remember what. Anyways, you guys, naming the Pin Doctors is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do with this entire process.
This thing could have been named like Apex.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. You should have heard
I came up with about 200 to start up, like 200 possibilities. And it was a process of elimination. And my brothers in our group chat, they were the lucky ones to see my little You got about every, and I didn't settle on Pin Doctors at first. There's 3 other things I settled on before I went with it. I even started the website.
Changed the domain you changed the domain name.
This Facebook page used to be called something else.
Yeah, you changed the domain name like 3 or 4 times, and like everybody's just like, "Josh, what the hell are we doing?" Like, what What
Those names were so stupid.
Do you remember what they are?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Like, I don't want. I know one was like Apex Swag Wrestling.
Oh
my God.
Swaz?
Rex or Swaz? Rex, W-R-E.
Oh my God.
Dude. Come on. He's up. Dude.
Yeah.
How did I not settle on the Pin Doctors immediately?
I don't know.
Like at first it barely made my top 10. It was like, I think when I was in top 10, it was like the first one I crossed off. The Pin Doctors,
T-Reximus.
Zap Wrestling, that was actually kind of cool. Because my favorite wrestler as a kid was Chad Zappel from the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Swaz.
Swaz Wrestling, yes, because it's our last name, Swafford, but saw that Swaz means something to do with it.
Sounds like swamp ass.
Yeah, I have a website for Swaz Wrestling. I have one for Rex Wrestling. Dude, that was terrible. I don't remember what the inspiration for that. You guys liked it.
I don't think I said shit on that. Okay. I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Why I did what I wouldn't.
How do you balance a smart shot
Anyways.
and sudden victory versus reckless? Why would
Imagine that this thing called Swag Wrestling.
It's not just shooting from the open. Both guys have been effective with their fakes, but now it's time to.
Chad Cunning says Frank was Bill and Joe and Becky's dad. My dad Dave is Dave's twin, Vince Hall of Fame coach, also state champ. For sure, I know all that stuff. His brother or his dad. Like I've known all that stuff since high school. I didn't know the names though. And Frank, I believe, just passed away about a year ago. Bad deal.
Slight technical issue for Jesse Mendez.
Oh, they're having technical issues too, huh? Oh, a headgear. Okay.
This is a major headgear malfunction.
Right when I hear somebody say technical issues, I'm like, perk up. Like, oh, I can relate to that. Is there like a support group?
It's funny because we've seen headgear issues in this tournament. You go to a practice. I was at a Missouri practice, and only 10% of the teams
look how
practice
ghetto my balls look. It's
and
like
they wear them for matches. It's ironic.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, a good
Single father of three.
Gotta start somewhere, right?
In a situation game, who does this really give an advantage to? Is it Bo or is it more Jesse?
Bo Bartlett looked like he could wrestle for the next 20 minutes.
Thanks for tuning in, Chad Cunning.
Not really like JRE level, like right off the bat.
Both of them look great, right? But Bartlett doesn't even look like he's
Actually
breathing heavy.
When I was having a conniption, I think I did hear that Mendez won this one.
Here is to see what they do with this last 16 seconds in this overtime period. Does one of them go for broke, or do they make the gentlemanly agreement that, hey, we're just going to send this to the rideouts and we'll let the best man win in those 30 seconds?
All right. Well,
like if there's one that's going to go for broke, it's
do you have anything else to say,
Brent? More aggressive on his shots.
Let's try and do this tomorrow. We need a guest. We need some. I guess we can have somebody call in. I'd rather have somebody here just so I don't have to deal with all the tech. Starting to get like PTSD from tech issues. But you know, not everybody can drive to Minneapolis, Iowa to watch the NCAA finals. So yeah, we're up for suggestions on that. But we're going to end things. For those of you who haven't heard me go on about this, the Facebook stars, if you want to donate those, that'll be the best way to make sure that these live streams continue in the future. I will split the money with whoever I have on with me. So thanks a ton for all of you guys that tuned in. Appreciate it. Got anything to say, Brad?
Thanks for tuning in.
The guy who